Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Storytime. Today, our theme is bravery. Do you know what it means to be brave? You know, sometimes we think that being brave means that you don't get scared. But really, being brave means that you do the right thing even though you're scared to do it. It's hard sometimes because being scared can be such a big emotion. But when you do the right thing, even though you're scared, when you show bravery, it really gives you the courage to do it again. So we're going to read some stories all about some people who did some things they were afraid to do, and they gained a little bravery along the way. Before we begin, let's sing our song. Remember, for our song, we need 3 signs. We need more, read, and happy. Are you ready? The more we read together, the more we read together, how happy we'll be. Big books and small books and short books and tall books. The more we read together, how happy we'll be. Excellent job. Let's start our story time all about bravery.
The Impossible Mountain by David Soman. In a village sheltered by a high, heavy wall, Anna grew up like a wildflower between the stones. She and her little brother Finn had always been told that the wall kept them safe from a scary, unknown world. So Anna and Finn spent their days exploring the village, but the world was small inside a circle of stone. Then one day they climbed the wall. From there they could see, spread below, the whole village, bigger than they could stretch their arms. But when they turned around, "Wow," said Anna. "Wow," said Finn. After that, the mountain was always in Anna's thoughts, a song she couldn't stop hearing. As time passed, the song grew stronger and clearer. It was a song about the world outside the village walls, a song about the mountain, a song about what might lie beyond it. Anna heard it, and then she knew, plainly knew, she had to climb the mountain. She had to see the world. And so, she thought, should Finn. As she packed for the journey, she told Finn, "You're coming with me." "Where?" he asked. "To climb the mountain," answered Anna. "To the top?" he asked, excited. "To the top," she said. So Finn packed too. As they walked to the village gate, a crowd gathered. The blacksmith said, "Climbing that mountain is impossible. You'll never get past the river." "I can," said Anna. "That mountain's too big," said a mean boy. "You're not brave enough to climb the cliffs." "I am," said Anna. "Don't forget the great and terrible bear," called the baker. "I'm not scared," said Anna. "Me neither," said Finn, and together they walked past the crowd and through the gate. Soon they felt as if they had been swallowed by the woods. There was no path, but as long as they were going up, it seemed like the right way to go. They heard the falls before they saw them. The river thundered and poured past them, beautiful and frightening. They couldn't cross here, thought Anna, but if they followed along the bank... The stones stood in the water like a parade of turtles. "If we hopped," said Anna. "I'm a good hopper," said Finn. "Then let's go," said Anna. The stones were wet and slippery, and the last one was far from the shore. "I'm not sure," said Finn. "I'll catch you," called Anna, and she did. Thrilled and a little relieved, they took a break by the water. Moving like smoke between the trees, the wolves surprised them. No one had said anything about wolves. "I'll protect you," said Finn. "Not like that, Finn," said Anna, frightened. "Like this." The wolves fled back into the woods. The woods behind them, they came upon a wild orchard, shining, buzzing with bees and butterflies. "Apples!" cried Finn. "Apples!" agreed Anna, eating some and collecting more for later. The climb grew harder, and Anna was never entirely sure of the way. Sometimes the mountain seemed to show them. Sometimes it did not. "I can't climb this," said Anna. "Me neither," said Finn, looking over his shoulder. "Should we go back?" "No," said Anna. "There must be a way." "Ma!" The mountain goat seemed to be standing on the cliff's face. Impossible! But then Anna saw the trail so thin it looked like it was scratched into the mountain's side. "This is the way, Finn," she cried. Carefully they inched along to the sound of the small pebbles they dislodged bouncing down, lost below. "Thank you, Mr. Goat," called Finn as it bounded away. This must be the top. But it wasn't. Finn looked at Anna. A question. "Let's keep going," said Anna. When the snow began, the flakes spun in the air. Soon it became hard to see, and then hard to walk. Anna was getting very tired and cold when, through the snow, she saw a slight darkness ahead of them. A cave. Shivering, Anna built a little fire and made them cups of tea. It was only then that she saw they weren't alone. "Anna," whispered Finn, "it's the great and terrible bear." With shaking hands, Anna offered him an apple she had saved. The bear sniffed it, and in one motion it was gone. The bear circled them, lay down a large, cozy curve, and before long was asleep. And soon so were Anna and Finn. When the sun peeked through the entrance, they all woke up. The snow had piled up, almost covering the cave's mouth. Giving a shake, the bear plowed easily through it, like a ship through the sea, and led Anna and Finn through the field of snow. Small against the huge spine of the mountain they climbed on. "I think we're near the top," said Anna. But they weren't. There was more, always more. Anna stared. Maybe the mountain was too big. Maybe the villagers had been right. Maybe she couldn't get to the top. Maybe it was impossible. Maybe. Anna looked at Finn. He smiled at her and answered. "To the top," Anna said. "To the top," cheered Finn. And then at the next rise, like a gift, Anna looked down and saw her village far, far below. It was so small she felt she could hold the whole thing in her cupped hands. She thought she could even see the villagers, tiny, moving dots going about their day. Together they climbed up through the swirling clouds to the top of the mountain. "Anna, look," said Finn. The world was full of mountains, all of them waiting to be climbed. The end.
So since our last story was The Impossible Mountain, we're going to sing a song which you probably know, She'll Be Coming Around the Mountain. Just join in with us whenever you're ready. You ready? Mm-hmm. Okay. She'll be coming around the mountain when she comes, toot, toot. She'll be coming around the mountain when she comes, toot, toot. She'll be coming around the mountain, she'll be coming around the mountain, she'll be coming around the mountain when she comes, toot, toot. She'll be driving 6 white horses when she comes, toot, toot. She'll be driving 6 white horses when she comes, toot, toot. She'll be driving 6 white horses, she'll be driving 6 white horses, she'll be driving 6 white horses when she comes, toot, toot. Oh, we'll all run out to meet her when she comes, toot, toot. Oh, we'll all run out to meet her when she comes, toot, toot. Oh, we'll all run out to meet her. Yes, we'll all run out to meet her. Oh, we'll all run out to meet her when she comes. Toot, toot. We'll all have chicken and dumplings when she comes. Toot, toot. Oh, we'll all have chicken and dumplings when she comes. Toot, toot. Yes, we'll all have chicken and dumplings. Yes, we'll all have chicken and dumplings. Yes, we'll all have chicken and dumplings when she comes. Toot, toot. Good job. Now we are going to read another story about bravery.
Louise, The Adventures of a Chicken, by Katie Dicamillo and Harry Bliss. Chapter 1. Louise at Sea. Louise longed for adventure. She left the henhouse and went to sea, where the water was deep and dark. Louise stood alone on the deck of the ship and let the wind ruffle her feathers. The sailors spoke a language she did not understand. Blarney, blarney. She was just thinking that the sea was not quite the adventurous place she had imagined it would be, when a pirate ship appeared on the horizon. Pirates! Louise watched the black-sailed ship draw near. Her heart beat fast within her feathered breast. Here, at last, was true adventure. The pirates boarded the ship and helped themselves to everything that was not nailed down. This included Louise. "Look!" shouted a one-armed pirate. "I found a chicken!" He held Louise high over his head. "Fricassee the chicken! Fricassee the chicken!" shouted a pirate with extremely dirty hair. "No, no, the chicken, she must be fried," said a gold-toothed pirate. The pirates argued heatedly about how best to consume Louise. Listening to them made Louise's heart beat alarmingly fast in her feathered breast. "Stewed," shouted one pirate. "With dumplings," said another. "Who cares how?" shouted a third. "Let's just cook her." The pirates were still arguing when a storm began to brew. The wind howled, thunder boomed, rain crashed down. The ship was tossed about on the high seas until it cracked in two and began to sink. Louise saved herself by clinging to a piece of timber. She floated past the pirate with the dirty hair. He reached out for her with both hands. "Fricasseed," he said, and then he disappeared into the mysterious ocean depths. The wind stopped howling. The sea became calm. The sun rose. Louise used her wings to paddle. As she worked, she often thought, and quite fondly, of the warm, dry hen-house. On her 7th day alone at sea, Louise spied land. She guided her makeshift craft to shore and hopped all the way back to the farm. She arrived just in time for dinner. "Where have you been, Louise?" asked an old hen named Monique. "Oh, here and there," said Louise. She hopped past Monique. She went into the henhouse and settled down in the straw. She tucked her beak beneath her wing. She closed her eyes, and there, safe in the warm henhouse, Louise slept the deep and dreamless sleep of the true adventurer. The end.
We're going to take just a break from our story time, and we're going to do our craft for this week. So this is your craft. It is a chicken and a chick in honor of Louise and all of her brave deeds. We're going to do this craft, and I'm going to show you really quick how to make it. Thank you so much for joining me for Storytime today. I hope you enjoyed our theme all about bravery. Remember, if you want more books all about brave people and the great things that they did, please come by the library and we would love to help you find lots of books about bravery. It's it's time to say goodbye for today. But before we go, we're going to sing our goodbye song. Remember, for our goodbye song, we need 3 signs. We need time, goodbye, and friends. Are you ready? It is time to say goodbye to all our friends. It is time to say goodbye to all our friends. It is time to say goodbye. Clap your hands, wink your eyes. It's time to say goodbye to all our friends. Bye, everybody. I'll see you for story time next week.